All right, guys, so we are talking about word problems for these systems of equations, and we got Sid, who's getting a new phone from Acme Phones and needs to choose one of two phone plans. So there is the Common Caller, which charges 20 cents to make a phone call and 17 cents for each minute after that. That right there tells you it is your slope. So we've got our y equals 0.17x, and that 20 cents is going to be our initial. So we've got our initial. Okay? Then we've got the long talker plan, which charges 50 cents to make a phone call and 11 cents for each minute after that. So same idea, just like we were doing before. So we've got 11 cents for each minute, which is our slope, and then an initial cost of 50 cents. Clearly not very realistic. Excuse me. All right, so once we have these two equations, answer a couple different questions. So, and this is very real life. Like when you are choosing between things, these are the kinds of things that you are looking at. So if Sid talks on the phone for 30 minutes, which plan would Sid choose? So minutes here is our input, right? And we want to know the cost, which is our output. So we are just going to replace our x with 30 in each equation and compare our answers. So if I put 30 into here, I multiply those guys, it should give me 510. And when I add the 0.20, it should give me $5.30. And then for the long talker plan, same exact thing. We're going to put in 30 and add those 50 cents. I apologize, I got interrupted by a phone call. So we have 30 in for the long talker plan, and when we do 0.11 times 30, we should get 330. Add that 50 cents to it, and we will get $3.80. So clearly, this is the better plan for that amount of talking. Okay? Then the next thing we can do is see, are these plans going to cost the same? When are they going to cost the same? So this is why we have systems, right? We're seeing where they cross, okay? Because we've got two different lines, we've got two different slopes, two different y-intercepts, okay? And so we want to figure out when are they going to cost the same amount. So we can set them equal to each other. So we're going to take our 17x plus 0.20, and since they're both already solved for y, we can just set them equal to each other and solve for x. So I'm going to move my 11 cents over here, which will cross off on this side, and then I can move my 20 cents over to this side, so they are on different sides. This guy's going to give me 6 cents. 0.06x equals 0.30, and then when I divide by that 0.06, I'm going to get that x equals 5. So what does that mean in the context of the problem? So go back, reread this guy again. After how many minutes will the plan cost the same? So how many minutes? X is minutes, right? You got to make sure you solve for which one they're talking about. I could have asked you what's the cost when they have the same amount of minutes. Okay, so after 5 minutes, what's going to let me type this? That would be awesome. After 5 minutes, they will both cost, and if you want to give me a really good answer, you can tell me how much they both will cost, which is real fancy. So let's figure that piece out real quick. So if I take this 5 and I throw it into either equation, doesn't matter which one, we can do 0.11 times 5 plus my 0.50, and I should get $1.05. So they both will cost $1.05. Okay? And then the last piece here, which you will ask, is how long should the phone calls be if Sid chooses the common caller plan. So remember, this is the common caller plan, okay? And we want to know when they change. Well, we kind of already just talked about that, right? And so there's a couple different things we want to look at. I'm going to show you graphically, and I'm going to show you with a table to see whichever one clicks with you and makes the most sense, okay? So with the common caller plan, when we initially start, our starting value is to pay 20 cents. And then we know that after 5 minutes, we're going to pay $1.05. On this side, we're initially paying 50 cents, and then after 5 minutes, paying $1.05. So initially, this guy is cheaper, up until 5 cents. So what's happening graphically here is we've got this 20-cent mark, and we're going up 17 cents every time, right? And then we've got this 50-cent mark, and we're going up, but at a little bit of a slower rate because we're only going up 11 cents every time. And right here at 5 minutes, they meet each other. So common caller is going to be the cheaper choice for the first 5 minutes. But if you're talking longer than 5 minutes, that long talker, hence the name I'm assuming, makes a lot more sense. So how long should Sid's phone calls be? Well, they should be less than 5 minutes if he's going to choose this option over here. Woo, that's kind of fun. If he's going to choose this option over here. Okay? We would want him to talk for less than 5 minutes. Otherwise, he should pick the long talker plan. Make sure that you try the problems on the back. Okay, just some more systems practice, and we will practice word problems next class.